Welcome along to another pre-diabetes and type 2 diabetes education video. I'm Neil from Diabetes Solutions, and on today's video we're going to have a look at how we can spot the signs and symptoms of undiagnosed type 2 diabetes. As you'll see as we go through the video, it's a huge problem, and many people go for years without a diagnosis simply because they haven't really joined the dots with their symptoms. So we're going to have a look at those today, and hopefully it will help you or someone that you know to spot those symptoms and obviously then take the necessary action. We're going to cover the entire topic in around 7 minutes or less. So we're going to cover the basics of the signs and symptoms to look out for. Please do your own research if there's anything in there that you feel relates to you. Equally, you can make contact with me if you want to at diabetessolutions.co.uk for a chat. And if there's anything of real concern to you, then I encourage you to go and have a chat with your doctor. If you find the video useful and helpful and enlightening, then please do click on the like button and give me a thumbs up, as that really does help the channel to grow and reach more people. Equally, it will be really nice to have you as a subscriber. So please click on the subscribe button, click on the bell icon, click on all. And then as I release new videos, you'll be the first to get notifications. And of course, if you know anyone who can really benefit from watching this video, then please do share it with them. Quick disclaimer, I'm not giving you advice. I'm not making any recommendations. I am just giving you information, knowledge, and education. So let's have a look at some of the symptoms of undiagnosed type 2 diabetes and why this is such a problem. It's really important to intervene quickly if you feel like you may have either pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes, because it can go undetected for many years. And in that time, it can actually do a lot of damage to the body before it's picked up. Type 2 diabetes affects the heart, it affects kidneys, it affects your heart, it affects your nervous system. It pretty much damages every system of the body. And in terms of picking it up early, think of it as catching a leak before it floods your house. You'd rather catch the leak, even though the leak might cause a bit of a mess, you'd rather catch the leak before your house becomes flooded, I'm sure. So this presentation will highlight some of the things to look out for. And again, if you're concerned, then please do have a chat to your doctor. If you catch type 2 diabetes early, it can significantly improve your quality of life. And we have a huge issue in terms of numbers. Type 2 diabetes affects around 500 million people across the world. It's grown exponentially in the last 10-20 years. What's really frightening is the numbers estimated to be around 1.3 billion by the year 2050. Despite all government interventions, that number is only going up and up and up. And the really frightening number is the fact that whilst there's around 500 million people diagnosed, it's estimated that there could be that same number again that are undiagnosed. So we could already be at 1 billion already. It's just that there's a big number of people, it's estimated, that are out there right now who have type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, and they've got no idea they've got it, again, because they're just not aware of the symptoms. So hopefully this presentation will highlight some of those and give you some knowledge to look out for, particularly in yourself, but with people around you as well. So let's have a look at the common symptoms that we need to be aware of. The first is frequent urination. Now, one key symptom is frequent urination, especially at night. Now, this happens because excess glucose in the bloodstream forces the kidneys to work harder, leading to more trips to the bathroom, particularly at night. So if you're getting up once a night, twice a night, every single night of the week, in my experience, that's a red flag and that should be checked out. If you're getting up once or twice a month, it might not be a big issue, but if you are concerned, do go and get it checked out. It goes beyond just that urination as well, because obviously that then disrupts your sleep, which has an effect on your physical health and your mental health. and then you throw in dehydration as well. So urination is quite a big problem, but again, it's a very, very common symptom. So please do keep an eye out for that. So alongside frequent urination is increased thirst, where the body tries to replenish those lost fluids. That can interfere with daily activities. If you are constantly dehydrated or constantly thirsty, that can affect your mental cognition, your concentration. So, again, thirst is quite a common sign as well, a common symptom as well. Fatigue. This occurs when the body can't get enough glucose into the cells. So again, you have that sustained high blood sugar levels and insulin isn't working properly, and that causes a significant drop in energy levels. Unintentional weight loss is also very common, where the body loses essential calories through urine. So you're losing glucose through urine, and it then starts to use fat and muscle for energy, and that can lead to muscle wastage and weakness. Genital itching and thrush. Now, high glucose levels create an environment down there that are conducive to fungal growth, and that can cause genital itching or thrush. So that itching, that redness, that discomfort, the recurring infections in the area can be a symptom. Slow healing of cuts and wounds, so wounds and cuts that take longer to heal. That high glucose impairs blood circulation, particularly in the small blood vessels, and that can delay the healing process. Blurred eyesight is another indicator of high blood sugar levels. So swelling in the lens of the eye temporarily changes its shape, making vision unclear. It can last a fraction of a second. It can last a bit longer, but it comes and goes. Long-term high blood sugar can lead to diabetic retinopathy, which can result in blindness if it's left untreated. So it's definitely something to look out for. Skin changes. So if you notice dark patches on the neck or the armpits, then that's worth getting checked out. That can be indicative of insulin resistance. Also, skin tags, which are small growths in skin folds, they're often linked to high insulin levels as well. Peripheral neuropathy, so tingling in the hands and feet, or also numbness in the hands and feet. This nerve damage can be caused by prolonged high blood sugar levels, typically starts in the extremities, so most commonly in the toes and the feet, but can be the fingers as well. So that tingling, that numbness, the pain can go up the arms and is an indicator of advanced type 2 diabetes and needs to be dealt with quickly. Frequent infections, so another sign to look out for as well. So when you get infections, like skin infections or UTIs, those sorts of things can be an indicator of high glucose levels. And if you're unsure about the difference between a symptom and a sign, a symptom is something that you can feel, that you can see in yourself, that might not be obvious to other people, whereas a sign is the manifestation of a disease where actually it is visible to other people, if that makes sense. So if you're unsure about the difference between a symptom and the sign, that's the difference. So when should you see a doctor? Well, it's crucial to see a doctor if you experience symptoms that last more than a few weeks or if they are worsening, because early intervention is key to dealing with type 2 diabetes. As I mentioned at the start, there's potentially hundreds of millions of people out there with type 2 diabetes and they have no idea. And it never gets any better unless there's an intervention. So if you can spot some of these signs, some of these symptoms, and you've not had a blood test done for maybe a little, maybe a while, maybe a year or two, particularly if you're over 40, but not exclusively if you're over 40. So if you're in your 20s or 30s, but you can pick up some of these signs and symptoms, and you've not had a blood test done in recent months or in the last couple of years, you might want to go and have it checked out. It might be something else. It might be nothing. If it is type 2 diabetes, it needs to be dealt with. If you've got a family history, that can be a factor, although I would say that lifestyle factors and dietary factors are a much bigger indicator of whether someone is going to develop type 2 diabetes. And regular checkups. Have a HbA1c test done every 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, whatever your doctor recommends. If you're worried then having your own glucometer can be quite useful. But just getting those regular checkups done is really, really important. Don't let your health decline. Make sure that you do have regular checkups done. Type 2 diabetes, as I said, it damages virtually every system of the body. It's a leading cause of blindness. It's a leading cause of foot amputation. It damages the kidneys. It damages the nervous system. It damages the cardiovascular system. It's a really bad disease. And if you're undiagnosed, I encourage you to get it seen to. Okay, it's really, really important. I have written an article on my website about undiagnosed type 2 diabetes. Goes into more detail about the signs and the symptoms. I'll put a link in the video description. Please do take a look at it. And if you've got any questions about it, drop me a line. I'll be happy to help you out. If you want to find out more about the prevention of type 2 diabetes, or if you have it, how you can deal with it, potentially reverse it, then please do take a look at my book, The KISS Plan, www.the-kiss with 3 S's -plan.com. It's a book that took me 3.5 years to put together, and it's my 4-step guide to improve your health. And please do take a look at my website. I put together the Knowledge Hub, where I've written lots of articles about type 2 diabetes and pre-diabetes. They're free to access. You might find a lot of useful information there. There's free guides on my website for you to download completely free of charge, no strings attached. And you can book a free support call with me as well if you fancy having a chat about your current situation. Please do follow me on social media, on Facebook, X, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I will put the links in the video description too. So thank you for watching. I hope the video has helped you. I hope it's enlightened you. And if you have picked up some of the signs or symptoms in yourself or someone that you know, I hope that you take positive action. Please give me a thumbs up if you've liked the video and it's been helpful to you. Please do subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon. Click on all. And as I upload new videos, you'll be the first to get a notification. And remember to have a look at that article as well, as it goes into much more detail. So thank you again for your time. And until the next video, stay well.